Hey, what's up guys? This is Gains.byfenton here, and today I'm going to be going over how you can get maximum muscle for minimum time. So this is a strategy that you can implement if you're short on time and you still want to achieve your fitness goals. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 points here. I'm going to be talking about the science of mechanical tension, compound movements that matter. I'm going to go over the AMRAP, a critical method, as many reps as possible, training intensity that gets results, and then I'm going to finish with putting it all together. So this is what I'm going over today in this video. Let's start with the science of mechanical tension. The core principle, there are 3 drivers that is going to give you muscle growth. You're going to have mechanical tension, metabolic stress, and muscle damage. But the fundamental thing out of these 3 is your mechanical tension. This is the most important. It's the amount of force that your muscles can produce under load. Okay, this is where the magic happens, the bread and potatoes of the situation, right? So I'm gonna go over the truth. You don't need 47 exercises that's gonna take you 2 hours in the gym to get the body that you want. You can accomplish this by focusing on exercises that create maximum tension. So we're gonna target exercises that are gonna specifically build the body that we want in a short amount of time. Keys to success: heavy weight plus full range of motion plus progressive overload equals mechanical tension forcing growth. So that's the formula. All right, so time efficiency. Instead of doing 6 chest exercises, master 2 and watch your chest grow. So getting into compound movements that matter, this is gonna be the big 6 compound lifts that you need to build the body that you want. Starting first, the squat variation. This is gonna hit your quads, your glutes, your core, literally your entire body, right? This is the fundamental variation that's gonna start you off in your fitness journey. This is the core principle. Then you're gonna go to deadlift variation. This is gonna be your posterior chain destroyer. So this is gonna build you a nice back as well as helping with your grip. So this is just fundamental to add into the pot as well. Then going into number 3, the pull-up chin-up variation. So this is best back and bicep builder, period. I love pull-ups. Honestly, it's probably my favorite compound lift. I've always been drawn to pull-ups. It could just be because my back is hypersensitive to the lift, but it's a good compound lift that's gonna both train your back as well as get your biceps engaged as well. After we hit the pull-up and chin-up variation, now let's talk about the push-up bench variation. This is your chest, shoulders, triceps all in one movement. Implementing some kind of bench and push-up variation is going to be another exercise that we're going to throw into the pot. All right, number 5, overhead press variation. This is going to be your shoulders, your core stability, and your functional strength. A caveat to this is, for instance, today was grocery day. So the fact that I was able to train my shoulders allowed me to carry the groceries at ease, right? So when you train shoulders, the overhead press variation, this is going to give you that functional strength as well. So the 6th thing you need is some kind of rowing variation, and that's going to balance all the pressing and give you that nice thick back. All right, so why do these work? These work because each movement effectively hits the entire body, and you're able to do it in 6 exercises, saving you time. So let's talk about the progressive strategy. You want to focus on adding weight, reps, or range of motion to these movements every single week. Okay, so this is going to be how you progress, how you get better. So every week, you're going to track the amount of reps, you're going to track the weight, and you're going to track how you improve your range of motion. These are 3 metrics that you can focus on and improve upon each week when you use this method. So let's talk about the time hack. These 6 exercises can be rotated through 3 to 4 workouts, hitting every muscle in your body twice per week. It's gonna be effective, it's gonna be efficient, and you're still gonna get a good amount of reps in, and you're able to build the body in a limited amount of time. So let's talk about the AMRAP method, as many reps as possible. The method is to pick a compound movement, choose a challenging weight, and rep out until you physically cannot do another proper set, right? So you want to keep pushing yourself, going to the maximum amount of reps until you can no longer perform a clean rep. So why does this work? You're pushing your muscles to failure, creating maximum stimulus for growth in minimal time. So the fact that you're putting your muscle through this intensive engagement, it's allowing it to get all the benefits that you need in a short amount of time. I'm gonna go over an example workout. You start with squatting as many reps as possible with 70% of your max. Rest for 3 to 4 minutes. Then you're gonna do pull-ups for as many reps as possible. Following that, you're gonna rest for another 3 to 4 minutes. Then you're gonna finish off with push-ups as many reps as possible. And you're gonna finish in 20 minutes with your body fully destroyed. In 6 exercises, 20 minutes is enough to get what you need to build the body that you want. Recovery note, this is very important. This is very intensive. If you're going to use the as many reps as possible strategy, you only want to do 1 and 2 sets because the goal is to put your body in an extreme scenario with these lifts so that you don't have to spend that much time. Let's go into the next section. The next section is going to be training intensity that gets you results. But the thing is, when it comes to intensity, a lot of people fuck this up. They have a misconception on what intensity means. It's not about how much you scream or how sweaty you get. It's about how close your muscles are getting to failure. The sweet spot for muscle growth, train within 1 to 3 reps of failure on your workout sets. All right, so every time you train, you're going to try to get to the point that you might have 1 or 3 reps in the tank, okay? So this is going to be intensity. You have to sort of gauge how many reps is going to be left in the workout. So this brings me to the RPE scale. That is the rate of perceived exertion. You want to be between 8 to 9 where the magic happens. So if we're on a scale to 10, you want to be at a scale of 8 to 9 when you perform your reps. RPE 8 is going to be 2 to 3 reps left in the tank. That's the scale. If you had an RPE of 9, that's 1 or maybe 2 left in the tank. And at 10, you're at complete failure. So that's the rate perceived exertion. Time efficiency. When you train with proper intensity, you need fewer steps to initiate growth. Rest periods. You want to rest anywhere between 2 to 3 minutes between sets for compound movements. This gives you a full recovery, means better performance. You want to make sure that you're taking your time with your rest periods. And then finally, the important part that we mentioned before, progressive overload. Every week, we're aiming to add reps. We're aiming to add weight or improve our form. You want to progressive everything. You want to get better in all aspects and track it. It's very important that you track it. This is how you make sure that you actually are improving and progressing. Let's put it all together. Let's talk about the sample weekly split that you can implement. Day 1, you're going to do squat, pull up, overhead press, as many reps as possible. Day 2, deadlift, push-ups, rows, as many reps as possible. Day 3, we're going to rest or do some light cardio. Day 4, you're going to repeat day 1 with different variations. What I mean by that is the barbell squat, maybe you do goblet squats, right? Instead of pull-ups, maybe you do lat pull-down. So you're just mixing up just to get any muscles that may or may have not get missed. But again, with this method, you're going to really hit every part of your body. All right, and then day 5, same principle. You're going to repeat day 2 with different variations. All right, so let's talk about the session structure. So first, you're gonna have a 5-minute warm-up, and you're gonna have 3 compound movements, 2 to 3 sets each. This is gonna run you about 30 to 45 minutes total in your workout. You're gonna hit every muscle twice per week. That's the sweet spot. So every day you can train 40 to 45 minutes and you're going to do 3 compound movements, 2 to 3 sets, and you're going to do it twice a week. And finally, we're going to track our progress. We're going to log our weight, reps, our RPE. If you're not tracking, you're just working out. Okay, so make sure that you track all this to make sure that you're improving and getting better over time, which in return will give you a better looking body. All right, guys, and that's it. These are 4 methods you can implement to get the body that you want in a short period of time.